Hey everybody, Dr. Eric Herman, the guru chiropractor and official Team Ringdinger doctor for the Northeast of the USA, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York. I got people coming from a little bit more north of that, even a little bit south. I'm in central New Jersey, Edison, New Jersey. I'm here again with another new patient, Big Rob. What's going on, sir? Welcome, welcome. He's from a little bit up the road, about 30 minutes up north, right? Nutley, PA. I mean, Nutley, New Jersey. PA. Had chiropractic before, pretty favorable, right? Results we talked about, but never had the Ringdinger. Found me on some social media, you don't remember, either at Instagram or Facebook, right? And I guess you saw the video and it looks like something that might be
it looks great.
You're kind of related to it and look like it could help you.
100%, yeah.
Yeah. That's why we work hard to get a lot of videos out, because it's obviously does for marketing, yes. But I mean, what I found out is, what I observed, people that have the compressive issues that that the Ringdinger is really effective at correcting, when they see it being done, they go nuts. They're like, oh my God, that looks like exactly what I need. I don't know if you got that excited about it.
Yeah.
Because also when the first time I was exposed to the Ringdinger, the first time I saw a video of Dr. Johnson, who invented it, doing it, the first thought that popped into my head was, oh my God, I'm going to make a lot more money. I'm going to help a lot more patients. It was like, I want that for me.
Right, relief, yeah.
Yes, so I get it, how relatable it is. Truth be told, I don't hate doing videos, but it takes a lot more energy from me when we do videos. So it's not like it's super easy, but we do them because, yes, it's marketing, it brings business in for me. But it also gets the word out about this kind of chiropractic for people who might not know anything about it, and they're able to come in and get the help that they need that nobody else is helping them with. Right. So I appreciate you being willing to do the video. That's the long-winded version of what I really wanted to get at was, thank you for allowing us to do this. So Big Rob, we did the exam and the health history. Everything's safe. I deem you safe for treatment, and I think this is going to be effective, right? Basically, your main symptoms are you're getting pain down the right arm and left arm, but majority, like you said, 95% of it down the right arm, correct, and a little bit down the left. And also you're getting the tingly and the numbness stuff into all the fingers. Right, you said?
Yeah. And
it's pretty constant. Mm-hmm. The intensity goes up and down, but it's always there to one extent or another. Always. And you told me for about it originated about 3 or 4 years ago, mm-hmm, but about a year and a half ago, you had a little lifting injury. You were doing incline bench and something popped or something, right, and then it started getting worse. So that's called an exacerbation. You had an exacerbation about a year and a half ago, and it's been worse ever since.
Correct.
Yes? You also have some pain and stiffness in the neck, which is probably where the pinched nerves are coming from. Right. And you told me the pain averages about a 4 or 5 in the neck, and about a 7 out of 10, particularly down that right arm. Oh, yeah. And there's some episodes you have where it can max out to an 8 or 9 even, sure, like on the verge of thinking about going to the hospital, but you haven't gone yet. Right. Well, that's pretty nasty stuff. Yeah. I'm sorry you're suffering. I feel for you. I'm going to do everything I can to ease that up for you. Hopefully today, and then if we feel like it's helping, I'm going to talk to you about coming in for a few more follow-ups, and hopefully we can get it calmed down. Great. Let's go. This is the best thing on the planet, in my opinion, for what you have going on. Also, I don't have the results, but, oh no, never mind. I did see the report. You brought it in on your phone. He did have an MRI in the beginning of March, March 12th, and he has a bulging disc at C2 and C3, and a minimal bulging disc at C7, T1, which is the transition between your neck and your upper back. But you also have stenosis, which is a narrowing of the hole where the nerve goes through, at C4-5, C5-6, and C6-7. So there's a lot of pressure on the nerves down in your mid to lower neck. Right. We're going to see if the stenosis could be from a few different things. If it's from an arthritic condition and the hole just closes up from bone just getting, closed up there. That's not too treatable. But if from compression, the hole, sometimes when it squeezes down, the hole also gets closed up. And when you decompress, the hole can open up again. So hopefully that'll help with the stenosis as well as the bulging discs.
Okay, great.
All right, I think I feel like I'm talking a little bit more than I should. Anything you want to say before we roll into the treatment, the adjustment?
I'm ready to go.
You ready?
Ready to go.
All right, give me
Let's
some
do
of
it.
that.
Yep.
Go face down again.
All right.
Get comfortable with your body. First thing we're going to do is a little massage just to loosen you up, get the muscles a little more softer, get the blood flowing a little bit better. And then we're going right in that back room, and you're gonna get your first full spine decompression pull, also affectionately known as the ring dinger. Stay as relaxed as you can, and give me a heads up if anything I'm doing doesn't feel good or makes anything feel worse. Can I say what you do for a living on the video?
For sure, yeah.
FBI undercover agent. No, just kidding. I'm kidding. Car sales, sells Hondas. So I know that. I mean, I didn't never been a car salesman, but I've taken care of. You're not my first car salesman patient. Buku hours on your feet. Am I right or am I right?
Yep.
And buku hours working, because you just got to be there when the customers show.
Right.
And that could be stressful, just standing for long hours and putting all those hours in. Zach's got a Honda behind the camera. He's had a few Hondas. I won't say what happened to the other two. Zach's shaking his head behind the camera. Also has a forward head posture about 2¼ inches, which also, I didn't really explain it to Rob, or I'm not really, I don't think I'm going to do it on the camera, but forward head posture is a guarantee that you have compression in your discs in your neck.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, you can't have forward head posture without compression in your neck. One follows the other. So, but the ring dinger is very effective at correcting forward head posture. So we're going to check it afterwards on camera. Rob and the folks out there watching the video, just going to have to believe me that initially it was 2¼ because we didn't film the initial check. But we'll check it afterwards on camera, and hopefully, if you're like most of my patients, it's going to reduce pretty significantly. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. I don't know. The videos are too long sometimes, and that limits people from watching them once they go over like 30 minutes. So I tend to not do a lot of shooting of the exam because it makes the video too long. Once in a while I'll do an exam just to show people the exam, but I don't do them on a regular basis. A little bit tightness in his lower back too, so but that's not nearly as bad of a complaint as up here with the arms. But we're gonna get that lower back released too while you're here. Good. All right, a little bit of a warm up, getting ready for the big stuff. So when you're ready, come on slowly up off that table. We're going in the back room. We're gonna get you set up on the ring dinger table. Come on through. Head here, face up. Do. You must be a fan. You copied my hairdo and my beard, dude.
Right, I know.
Just messing around. All right, so we got to line your hips up so we can pin you in properly. You're about 4 inches too high. Slide your body down towards me. Keep going. A little bit more. Right there. Perfect. Yep. All right, your work on just getting relaxed.
Okay.
I'm raising up the table. All right, now the table's going to also lift up your knees
Yep.
Just let the table do the job. Don't wiggle and let it bend and relax as it comes up. Good. Now, we got to pin you in here pretty damn tight above your hip bones.
Okay.
Raise this up a little bit. It's going to be snug. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. And that makes it, that's what makes it efficient and consistently gets a full release from here, the first joint, all the way down to the last joint in your spine with one pull. You'll see when you feel it. Or at least everything that needs to get, some areas of your spine don't have compression, so you might not feel it all the way, every single part of the spine, but the pockets that are compressed, you'll feel that. Can you handle that, or is that too tight?
No, that's good.
Good man. All right, give me hands back to me. This is not the treatment. I'm just making sure you're pinned evenly and no slack. Yeah, good. You okay?
Yeah.
All right. The towel goes around your neck, but it's not choking you on the throat. It grabs the back of your skull and under your jaw like this.
Okay.
I'm going to spritz the towel, just make it a little damp so it helps that if I don't slip when I grab it. Good. Lift up your neck. All right, drop it down. I just wanted to get it underneath. Now, your job, most importantly, if you haven't watched any of my full visit videos on YouTube, I need you to make sure you keep your teeth touching together, but don't bite too hard. Just keep it naturally closed. So when I do give a tug, you're not banging teeth or biting your tongue, okay?
Yeah.
Other than that, keep your body as loose and floppy as you possibly can. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm just going to do a little traction first. I'm not going to do a big yank. And for about 5 seconds, just stretch your spine. And then I'm going to let it go, let you take a couple deep breaths just to relax even further. Then I'm going to do another traction, and then we're going to do a yank, okay? Just so you know what's up. Stay as relaxed as you can. That's your biggest job. Keep your teeth touching and your body relaxed. I'm trying to navigate around this little hood here. Give me a second. All right, there we go. So first we're just stretching. We're just elongating the spine. Feel how it pulls, stretch. Feel in the neck. Is that okay? Good. Nice and stretchy. Nice and relaxed. Opening up the discs. Let it all relax. Try to relax your body as it's stretching. Good, good, good. All right, I'm just letting you down. I just wanted to let you feel what that felt like. Now, take a nice deep breath in, inhalation, and blow out all the tension, blow out all the stress, anything in your body that you're holding on to and clenching, try to let it go. Let go of your feet, let go of your legs, let go of your buttocks, let go of your neck and your jaw. Let everything be as loose and floppy. Good. Now, I'm doing another stretch like we did the first time. Keep your body as relaxed as you can while I'm stretching you. Let it all elongate out. There you go, buddy. Relax it. Good. Ooh. And that's the ring dinger.
Nice.
Describe what it felt like, if you don't mind.
I felt it from the top all the way to the bottom of my
Like release, pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a proper ring dinger, my friend.
That's a good one.
All right,
Nice.
good. Letting the legs come down.
All right.
Was it painful?
Not at all.
So a lot of people get afraid that it's going to be painful.
Zero pain. Yeah.
Good. Once in a while, if I get a patient in here with a lot of acute pain, then it's going to be painful because some of these patients, no matter what you do, you touch them like this and they're screaming, you know?
Right.
But you don't have that much pain going on right now. So usually, if you're not in severely acute pain, this procedure does not hurt.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, and I'm telling the camera too. All right. Before you get up, does anything feel different from now compared to before? I'm just checking. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Can you tell anything different?
Immediately loose.
Lower back immediately loosened up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arm, I can't tell you. I moved it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this. I have observed the pain and the jamming go away usually first, quicker than the nerve pain.
Okay.
Sometimes the nerve pain needs to calm down over a day or two before it starts to reduce.
Okay.
But some people walk out with reduced nerve pain right away, but most of the time it takes a little time.
Okay.
I want to do a little more release in your neck by doing it like a traditional twist.
Sure.
First, I'm going to feel before I say for sure, but I think so. Yeah. Definitely that right side's way tighter. Can you feel that compared to this? So we're going to do the left side first. Relax. There you go. Nice. Drop your head in my hand. Oh, that was major. I kind of snuck up on you, but that released really good on that right side. Did anything zing down the arm when I did that?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, because that nerve's fired up.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good, clean release here.
All right.
We're done here. So when you feel ready, slow and easy, no jerky movements. Try your best not to jerk your neck up.
Okay.
Come on up slow and sit up first. Make sure you're not woozy. And then once you confirm you're okay, stand up. And once you stand, stop for a second, kind of wiggle around, move a little bit, and tell me in the camera if you notice anything feeling differently yet.
Yeah, immediately the tightness is gone. Yeah.
Where? What parts?
Lower back, mid back. I think the arm feels good. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's a little early to say for sure, but
Yeah,
you think you notice it feels a little different?
Yeah, absolutely, I do.
Woo! All right, we're on the right track.
Nice.
We're not done.
Okay.
We're only about half done. We got a lot more to do over there in that table. So
ahead.
come on through, walk around a little bit too while you're walking, see how that feels.
Yeah.
And then when you feel ready, go back down, face down on this table like you were initially.
Yep.
Face down. Good job.
Yeah, it was good.
Good job. All right. I'm going to do a little bend again here. Remember, did you tell me there was something pulling here in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said it felt like it was stretching.
Yeah.
Let me know if that pull eased up or it's about the same.
Okay.
It's bending further without any tension, I'm noticing.
It's gone.
Gone?
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Now, I know that wasn't your chief complaint, but
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
improvement.
Yep.
What I'm seeing here, posture-wise, which I didn't say on camera, but you still do, a high left shoulder blade high towards the ceiling.
Right.
And it's still higher compared to here, but it's less high than it was before we did any treatment.
Okay.
Question, does that feel as sore as it did when I poked on it before we did anything?
Not really.
It's about the same as before?
Yeah,
Okay.
a little bit.
All right. All right, now we're going to do a full spine release using the drop technique. We'll start down here and we'll work our way up this way. But I need you to line up better. Slide down about 2 inches. A little more, a little more, a little more. Right there, good. Now I'm dropping the belly part down just to get more space in here to give a deeper release.
Okay.
And when I push down on you, it's going to go boom. Stay relaxed. Good. 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 Nice. Good. Let it go here. Relax. Good. All right. Now we're going to put some major emphasis more up in this area. I'm lifting up the belly part though. Changing buttons. Stay loose as a goose. Take a deep breath in. Blow it out slow. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Nice. Again, deep breath in. Relax, let it exhale. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Nice. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale out slow. Slow exhale. Let it go, let it go. Nice. Good. Much better mobility in through here now. Still got some stuff going on right there. Feel that?
Yep.
Right, bullseye right there. All right, let's see if we can get that better. Now we're going to work on releasing the transition area, C7, T1 area where you have that bulge. It's minimal, but still want to get that released. You okay? That's a deep one. Good. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Na-na-na-na. You okay?
Yep. Very.
Nice. Does that feel different?
A little bit.
It's less bulging.
Yeah.
A little bit. All right, we're going to do one more thing here. See, maybe two. Look up a little bit with your head. Stretch it to the left. Relax it. Let it go. Relax. Drop. Drop. Good. Look up again. Tilt this way. Stay loose. Relax it. Let it go. Relax. Good. Nothing's popping, but I'm just trying to get a little more mobilization in that area. One more thing. Let it go here. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Transition area, lower neck feels fabulous. Still got a little something holding on in that middle neck, but it's better than it was before, but not perfect. But I don't expect perfection with one visit. I expect progress. All right, flip over on your back, see how that feels. See how it feels moving around too, as you're transitioning. Stay right there. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to work on the front. We're going to loosen up, release the collarbones on both ends, a little bit in the front shoulders and the rib cage. Okay. So bring your arms out, make a T with your body. Stay there. That's the AC joint. Good. 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 Nice. All right, rest your hands wherever you feel comfortable. Now we're going to do a couple tugs at the ankle. Should release the ankle, the knee, maybe even more up in the hip area. Maybe pop those toes a little bit. Drop your head, drop your foot. Let it go. Let it relax here. Bingo. Good. Same thing here. Drop it in my hands. Let it go here. Bingo. Good. Now we're going to do the ball and socket in your shoulders. Slide down about a ½ inch. Right there. That works. Bend up the elbow. Let it go. Relax it. Good. Coming around the other side. Same thing here. Let it go. Nice. All right, let's see. I think we got everything for today. That's going to go. I don't want to overtreat. Yeah. Okay, come on up from here. See how that feels. Getting up.
All right, yeah.
When you're ready, come on around here. We're going to have you sit back on the stool. Have a seat here, face that way. Do. Phone's ringing. All right, we're going to finish off. We're going to mobilize the elbows, the wrists, and the fingers. Then we're going to recheck your forward head posture and your shoulder posture. Okay. And then we'll be done for today. We'll talk a little bit about what to do next. Okay. Drop it in my hands. Just drop it to the floor. Stay loose. Nothing crazy in the elbows. Just a little impulse to see if it needs to be unjammed. Same thing. Pull back a little bit, Paul. Good. Nice. Pull back. Boom. Same thing on this side. Drop it in my hands. Floppy and loose. Yep. Good. How about the wrist? Pull back a little bit. Let it go. Good. There it goes. Pull. Good. Done.
Nice.
Now, look forward. Sit normal. Yeah, like right about there. Sit normal. Heck yeah. So we got about an inch and a little bit. So it came back over an inch, which is almost 50% reduction.
Nice.
Turn your head a little bit. See if and let me know. Does it feel any more mobile?
Oh yeah, it does for sure.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I couldn't get over here before.
Yeah. No, you got about another 10 degrees of rotation.
Yeah, for sure.
Very good. All right, turn around. Let's face the camera. We'll talk a little bit. So that's your first visit.
Right.
Hold on, looking at my notes here. You really didn't have any pain active when you first came in. You were just, it was...
A little bit in the right arm.
A little bit. Did that change at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it does. It does still
A little
feel
bit
better.
reduced?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's promising.
Right.
That shows me that the treatment can affect those symptoms in a positive way.
Okay, good.
Now you got to heal. You don't heal at the visit. You get released when the body's jammed up and it can't release itself. It's almost like metaphorically, it's almost like you're stalled out behind a speed bump and the body can't get over that speed bump on its own. That's why you need me to release it, right? So metaphorically, I got you over that speed bump a little bit today.
Right.
Now that you're over that speed bump, you have a little more, the body has a little more ability to heal and repair itself. So we want to let it do as much and as best healing as it can over the next 2 to 4 days.
Okay.
So my best recommendation is to take it a little bit easy if you can on activity levels that usually flare this up for a day or two.
Okay.
Just to not get in the way of that healing. So you get maximum results, right?
Yeah.
Let that happen before you make a final decision on how you feel, because as it heals over 2 to 4 days, you could even feel better.
Okay.
It could calm down a little bit more. There possibly could be some swelling going on around the nerves, and that could subside, and that could ease up on the nerves and ease up on that travel and pain even more so.
Good.
Ice will be also very beneficial to add to that the speeding up of that healing.
Okay.
So if you're sore, I'd like you to put applied ice, particularly like here, here.
Okay.
20 minutes on, 40 minutes off is a good schedule, and repeat as much as you can over the next 2 to 4 days.
Okay, good.
Ice is very powerful for reducing inflammation, shrinking swelling, and it's really good analgesic for reducing pain.
Good. Yeah.
So don't skimp on that. Do that as much as you can.
For sure. Yeah.
After 2 or 3 or 4 days, then make a final assessment on how this affected you.
Okay.
I'd let it heal first before you make a final assessment, right? At that assessment, if you feel like, yes, this made a difference for me, but it's not all the way fixed, basically that means this is right for you, but you need probably a few more visits to get you even better.
Good.
If you get to that point and that's what you decide and that's what you realize, my best recommendation for follow-ups is a week, ideally, if you can and you're willing.
Yeah.
Get time and money or issues and stuff.
Sure.
But if you're willing, ideally, coming back in about a week would be ideal. If you can't do a week, couple weeks, still gets it done. I've done plenty of people who have come back in 3 weeks or a month even, and they backslide a little bit.
Right.
But they still continue to go forward with their improvements.
Okay, good.
But if you want to be gung ho,
Right.
1 week would be the best time to come back.
It is. I'll be back next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. You did really well. I appreciate you coming in,
Thank you.
trusting me with your health and your back, and letting us do the visit, the video rather. Anything last minute to say, or you don't have to? I don't want to put you on the spot.
No, feel great.
Yeah, feel happy?
Looking forward to the next one. Yeah. for sure.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right, let's sign off with the people out there. Guru Chiropractor, peace and love to everybody out there. I truly do love what I do. It's not just a job to make money. I'm passionate about doing this. This gives me juice after almost 30 years of doing this. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm cranky and I don't want to get up and get out. But these kind of experiences give me that juice to get my cranky ass out of bed and come here and keep doing what I'm doing. If you're out there watching and you want some of this, like this guy got, and you feel like you're suffering and you could relate, that it seems like it could be something that could help you, I would say go with your gut, go with your instincts. The best way to reach out to me and get information and book your appointment is go to my website. It should be up on the screen here and maybe flashing down here, guruchiropractor.com, or you could text my assistant directly at 908-224-3080. His name is Zach. He's behind the camera right now. He'll text you back. He's well-trained. He'll answer any question you have. And if you're happy and satisfied with all the questions answered and you want to come through, he'll help you book an appointment. And if you get here, my promise to you is I will do my very best to help you like I did with this guy. I love and appreciate everybody. God bless. Out.